You're what?
I'm Isabel Lightwood from the Shadowhunters.
Gloria, what in the... Oh, hi! Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 447. I am your host, Matrix Floor 212, and I'm with... Who the hell are you?
Isabel Lightwood from the Shadowhunters, the Mortal Instruments, City of Bold, and the book series, Mortal Instruments by Cassandra Clare.
And what do you have? You have a pendant?
Yes, this is her pendant that kind of can sense demons.
Okay.
And then I've got some runes. Of course, I needed to add more, but I haven't finished them yet.
What do you have? What is that? That's a tattoo?
It's a rune. It's not real.
Oh, it's a fake tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to see that far down. No.
It's right there. It's
all right, well, you know.
Pulling down any more than that. Trust me.
Right.
Well, her character has one there, so it's like, yeah. And
okay.
The wig. I didn't dye my hair. It's a wig.
Okay.
I want to dye. I was going to, and then of course I got the costume. I got a pretty skirt because she goes to a party with Magnus at Magnus's party with her brother, her brothers, I should say, and Clary. She's trying to figure out about like her memories and stuff. So.
Okay. Well.
And because of the New York Comic-Con, that's why I've decided to dress today.
Yes, today was New York Comic-Con. I was stuck at work. I was stuck at work on foot. No, I was in New Jersey. Stuck at work. But, yeah, I missed all the action. Oh, well. So, I just want to...
The Shadowhunter cast was there today, and they released a promo, and it was really cool.
Wow. Everybody was in Comic-Con
today. I got a
today.
reaction video to it. I got to upload my reaction to it.
Okay. All right. So everybody's like, you know, there was a few people, like, everybody's like, what the hell happened to me? You know, I was off 1 day, 2 days, was getting like 3 days. I don't know how many days what it was. You know what? I wasn't feeling well. Okay. And, you know, I could have probably did a podcast, but I wanted to work on my book and I wanted to get caught up on my Arrow and just have some downtime and chill. You know, I'm still a little nasal, excuse me. So I was just relaxing. I've decided with the YouTube channel, because one of our old members, Clockwork Cyborg, hey, Gary, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Had said to me that I should just keep the comments on because people don't like that when they can't comment. And he says that if there's anything really bad, you can delete it, whatever. I'm going to do that from now on. Hopefully people don't abuse it, but I'm going to leave the comments on. Ratings, of course, they can rate whatever, and leave the channel back the way it used to be. So, you know, the only thing is still, for some reason, I can't interact with people and reply because I'm not linking my channel with Google+, which I thought they were supposed to fix that, but hopefully they'll fix that, and then I can, like, reply when people, or I could do it on the air right now, I guess, if that's the case. So that's that. Today is National Poetry Day. And as you know, I never thought of myself as a poet, but I have written a few books on poetry / story because we want to. The misconception is that everybody thinks right away that it's pure poetry. Well, it used to be poetry, but it was always like connected to an overall story. You know, after like I would say about book 5 on, it became like character. You know, it had those character story, whatever, plus the poetry. So what I want to do is I want to do a reading from maybe 1 or 2 of my books, and basically, you know, because it's National Poetry Day, just read some poetry. What's up, Danette?
Hello.
Danette, look at this person here.
Isabel Lightwood from the Mortal Instruments. See the pendant.
This is what I come back to. I'm like, whoa, what is that? Oh. All right, so I'm going to go get my books. You guys chit-chat. Be right back.
All right.
And Gloria, talk about news a little bit too, whatever.
Okay. Well, like I said to Joe, Comic-Con, awesome. All the stuff going on especially the Shadowhunter stuff. I loved it. I love the promo they released. Tomorrow's gonna be another big day for Shadowhunters. Cassandra Clare. Well, no, she's coming on the third day. Tomorrow is actually the cast panel. They're going to ask the cast questions and also some of the crew, the crew, like the producer, things like that. And then on the third day, Cassandra Clare, the author of the books, are going to come, and she's going to come and she's going to reveal. Well, she's going to be asked questions and stuff, and then she's going to reveal the book cover for the one of her other trilogy books that's in the same world as all the other Shadowhunter Chronicle books, called The Dark Artifices. And it's called, the first one is called Lady Midnight. So, and it's going to be revealed by the one who's going to play Magnus in the TV show, Harry Shum Jr. So I can't wait for all of that. I mean, we got so much pictures today of the booth and, all the different props and, that they have there displayed. And I so wish I was there. I was like freaking out.
Yeah.
Because it looked like a lot of fun. Yeah. I did this for that. Because I finally got the last little. I'm going to dress like this for Halloween and actually take a photo shoot. Do a photo shoot. But I got the last little bit I needed for the whole costume, and so I'm like, I'm gonna dress up today because it's the Comic-Con, the release of the promo and all that. So that's why I did this. But yeah, it's it was like a little strange putting this on. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never seen my hair look like her. I was gonna dye not the permanent dye, but the dye. But I'm like, I'm not doing that. So I just got the temporary one.
You look cool, Gloria. You look cool.
Thank you.
All right. So.
Yeah.
So I think you have some of these books too, Gloria. I think.
I'm ready to kill some demons.
Oh my God. Well, that's not this type of podcast, Gloria. We're trying to talk about poetry, and now you're getting all like. You
got Isabel Lightwood on the show tonight.
Oh man.
I'm Isabel Lightwood. My killing demons is my game.
Alrighty then. So we're going to do a reading from Lost Ways. Okay.
Because I can't even say it.
Down with these books, because you know what? That's the way it is.
Because I'm pure at heart. It repels the dirt. That's one of her lines. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, Joe.
Okay. You ready? Okay.
Yeah, I'm done.
I think you have some of these books, Miss.
Yes, I do.
I know.
You know what? I'm actually wanting to hear some of this. I have to read it to Simon.
All right, so maybe you will read too.
Simon was my love.
Yes. I didn't just send her a whole idol gift. I also sent her a whole bunch of my books too. So.
I love them. Oh.
Let's say what we have here. Okay. So I'm going to do the poem called "The Buzzing of Flies." This was basically the first poem that I did when I wrote this book. And I guess the way it originally was the first poem, because it's a two-page poem, they put it on the other page. They switched it up, so it became like the second poem. That's fine. Okay. So basically, when I did this poem, it basically set the stage a little bit for this book, because at some point, when I first started out, I kept it really simple, because I don't want to like start bombarding with like ridiculous like words you can't understand and stuff. I wanted like something for everyone. But then as I went on, I kind of changed different books with different formats. So, if you read book 1 and then you read book 5, you're like, that's the same person? Yes, it is. All right. So, here we go. The Buzzing of Flies. Infected by the disease decay, hoarding the grudge of jealousy, missiles fired to hammer the thirst for life assimilated in emotion's might. Mind of prediction tries to create the vision. A world view of an outcome to suit you exists in the imaginarium of your soul. The order of achievement is halted by bereavement. Sorrow consumes as wounds ache the pain of the fallen. The preview to come is sidetracked by an attack. Whispers of a curse plague the day-to-day of your way. Obstacles mount and you falter, pierced by an avalanche of aggravation. The bad taste of problems overwhelms and chains your frame to failure. Tied to the sick of degeneration's demons that hurt and dismay. Outlook from society's unstable accelerates the annoyance. Maggots smelling reputation to death. Buzzing flies enter illegal, searching possessions privately. Breathing day-to-day attire, lighting a fire. Water the plants and peak like Tom. Safeguarded food from medicated loon drives the nonsense from the dramatic. No blessing to intruders becomes mobsters torching nests. Unknown be the defender of light remembered. What storm comes from the misplaced? Power in voice spoken with precision, creating a vacuum to evil's minions. So that was pretty deep.
Yeah.
Pretty freaking deep there. So try to figure that one out.
The demon in there.
Yeah. So that was freaking crazy.
My necklace.
Hey!
Hi.
Larry!
Hello.
What's up, bro?
Nothing much. Sorry I'm a little late.
Oh, that's all right. I was just reading. Today's National Poetry Day, so I wanted to do a reading from my 5th book, Loss of Ways. So, yeah, thank you. So, now enough with my stuff for now. Why don't you tell us, because I heard rumblings about a Resident Evil 7. Anything going on with that?
Okay. Capcom came out with a recent interview, basically that yes, Resident Evil 7 is in the works right now. I believe that they are basically taking the advice of many of their fans and rebuilding what Resident Evil was, especially with the launch of the Resident Evil 1 remake, the coming of Resident Evil 0 remake, and the inevitable Resident Evil 2 remake. So Resident Evil 7 is in the planning stages. It's one of the major developing titles at Capcom right now, aside from Street Fighter V. Also, there was no confirmation whether a new Devil May Cry or Dragon's Dogma was in the works, but it's being talked about right now.
I am going to have a heart attack because I love Resident Evil!
I know!
Like the Jon Snow thing almost, but
God.
Freaking dominate that sucker, alright? Resident Evil 4 was my favorite. I'm going to be back into the video gamer, okay? Forget it, man. I'm going to go nuts with this stuff. I'm actually going to buy myself a PS4 eventually.
Yes. $50 price cut. Yep.
PS4 was dropped. $50. Yes. So what is it now? Yes, you did. What is it now?
It'll be starting tomorrow. It'll be $349.99.
Sweet. Sicka Slim Shady. Nice.
Just in time for the Uncharted bundle, which drops tomorrow as well.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. See, I bought the PlayStation Arkham bundle for the kids. And then it's like, now they're fighting, and I got to get another one for Anthony. But they won't leave me one. They took the Vitas. They took everything, man. I had the Vita, every system. I have no systems here. So, and me, I used to be like a huge gamer. I used to work at GameStop. I used to be a manager of GameStop. I used to go to conferences. I was like crazy with these games. I can't play anything.
Yeah.
I'm resorted to playing Pac-Man 256 on my mobile phone. That's what I do now. All right, so I am so thrilled. Now today, Battlefront hit, right? The beta.
Oh yes, the beta. Yes. I was like, the game's not for another month.
Did you play it?
Yes. I'll say again.
Did you play it?
I sadly I've not. Exactly the reason you just stated is that I have been working.
Yeah, see, that's what it is. I'm working like a dog this week, especially, and I can't even go to Comic-Con. I wish I could. Yeah. The other day, I went to JHU Comics to try to pick up Amazing Spider-Man 1, signed by Dan Slott, but I got home so late they were closed, and today they were supposed to ship it from the other store. They didn't have it today, so tomorrow I will have my signed Amazing Spider-Man #1 by Dan Slott. There's a lot of stuff going on in the comic book world too. crazy, crazy stuff. There's going to be a sequel to Civil War, which, look, when they had the Secret Wars thing, I wasn't a fan of them trying to make money off of every single major freaking storyline they ever had at the same time. That reminded me of back in the day in the comics when they used to have holograms, cards, multiple covers. They just flooded the market with gimmicks that people said, you know, enough already. And then there was like a downward thing with comics where people cut back and stopped. And I fear that that's happening now. They're just getting too crazy and too greedy money-wise that there's no purpose for a Civil War II, being that the universe was destroyed but then recreated, and now you want to do a Civil War II only because we have a different Captain America, we have the Falcon, and different characters, so now you want to do Civil War with these new characters. It really doesn't make sense to me. But, of course, got to have an open mind. I am dying to see Amazing Spider-Man #1 because despite things being drastically different, I am a fan since I was a kid, and I remember the Spider-Mobile. Just to see that, I'm excited. I'm going to give Dan Slott a chance. He's also a huge Whovian, so hopefully we can get him on the Real Whovians cast to talk about stuff. I finally found the video that Katie Manning did like a couple of years ago. My friend filmed it, my friend Steven, and he allowed me to have it on my channel, so I finally found it in the hard drive, and I uploaded it because, you know, I just never had it on my channel before. So I'm happy about that. Our show, The Real Whovians Cast, is going to reach the 700th episode. So I took the advice of my son, too. He's like, Dad, you're doing too many videos. So when he told me that, I says, well, I wasn't feeling good anyway, so I took off a couple of days. But I want the 700th episode to be memorable. I'm not going to say who's going to be in there because sometimes plans change and I don't want to jinx it. But for all you Doctor Who fans, we are going to try to do it tomorrow night. Okay? I would do my best also to get special guests, but I can't promise anything. I am also going to try to get old members for the past to return. But again, I'm not going to make an announcement who. All right? But it's going to be a great day. Now, what else do you have, Larry?
Well, nothing much I can remember off the top of my head. Hold on, I'm just trying to remember something. Wait, there was something. Hold on. Well,
I can say some news.
Yes, the Witcher's expansion dropped as well. The expansion, Hearts of Stone. Okay. Now, if we remember that game, have you actually had the pleasure of playing The Witcher 3 yet?
No, not yet.
All right. Here's the deal about this game. This game is gargantuan. It was made on a budget of only $15 million. This game is on its third entry, was released this year. Has just basically taken the world by storm, and it was made by CD Projekt, a little Swedish development company. And it's just they're just putting major AAA titles to shame, in my opinion, in the way that they develop, they craft and code the game so spectacularly that the save file is decent. The cost was $59.99, and you get hundreds of hours of gameplay out of it. And they only charged. There was no DLC plan. There was no extra DLC until now, and they only charged you $15 for it.
Wow.
Ridiculous. For 40 hours of content.
So now you could buy The Witcher 3, right?
I'm sorry, $25 for it.
So how much is The Witcher 3?
As of right now, I believe it's on sale for like $50, I think, right now.
Okay.
I think.
And then you have how many downloadable contents after that?
There is now one paid downloadable content, which is $25. And then they gave you a whole bunch of free DLC to begin with as well.
Okay. All right, so I was dying to check that out. Now, what's the cyberpunk thing?
You mean Deus Ex?
Yeah, there was some type of game that they said from the makers of Witcher that's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be what the heck was that game? They said that the other day.
Wait, could it be this one? Hold on.
Let me just. You know what? Because I was talking to David about it the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see where it is. What did you say it was? Let me
Our
see.
CD Projekt is a Polish-based, by the way, not Swedish. My bad.
Okay.
You guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I had new headphones. The
Oh,
other ones
Cyberpunk
were-
2077.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Okay. So essentially, Cyberpunk was a role-playing game, way back. Never really played it myself. I'm more of an old school D&D guy. You know, I stick mainly to that and Warhammer. But it's basically based on that, and it will be an RPG as well in and of itself.
Okay.
And what they're hoping for with this game, from what I'm reading here, is that they want to have your customization, and like it's going to have the customization of like an old school RPG, like like Skyrim or Warcraft, but even the choices you make building your character is going to reflect on the story.
Wow.
Which that is insane. Having class-based stories that go beyond flavor text, like in Warcraft, like be like, oh, warlock, you obviously are a master of dark magic, so blah blah blah. That's as far as you really get with class-based text. Or in Skyrim, like they'll be like, you're a conjurer, are you? That's it.
Right. Wow.
Now they want to do like even the story itself is altered by your class, which if they manage to pull that off, oh boy, is that going to open the floodgates.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Can
That's
you
pretty
imagine like a game like in an old school RPG where you're a wizard, you're trying to, you're being a mage class, and literally like the entire scope of the story changes because you're shooting a lightning bolt instead of throwing an axe?
That's like reminds me of something like Chrono Trigger, where like you do a different thing, the whole outcome of the game changes. Remember Chrono Trigger was a time travel role playing game?
You wanna hate me? I never played Chrono Trigger.
Oh my god!
I know.
Wow. All right.
I remember the legendary line at the end of it, though. But the future refused to change. I know that one. That's all I remember.
Wow. Yeah, we got to check it out one day at least. But
I know. Metal Gear Solid and Symphony of the Night. I'm sorry.
That's what you're playing now, right?
Well, no, that's what I was playing at the time.
Okay. I want to go off topic and go to this story that I've been covering for weeks and weeks and weeks. I've driven everybody crazy with my box office numbers for Ant-Man. And I says, you gotta make a sequel. You gotta. The freaking movie beat Captain America 1 for crying out loud. Right? So finally, we get the announcement today, which I made a video. They have announced Ant-Man 2 is part of the Phase 3 of Marvel Studios Disney, and basically it's going to be called Ant-Man and the Wasp, and it's going to come out July 6th, 2018. Freaking exciting, man. Beyond belief. I don't know if you saw Ant-Man.
Yes.
Did you see Ant-Man, Larry?
I did. I was wondering why you would think that it wasn't going to happen, because they pretty much teased that at the end.
No, you know what it was? I was wondering why they were taking so long to announce it.
It just happened.
Because you know what it is? I know, but it beat Captain America like a nice little number. So you have to make it a sequel. But and especially since DC just bashed Ant-Man, first of all, okay? I'm not going to give the
DC has
finger.
the right to be bashing anything right now.
Right. Let's see what Batman and Superman does, really, because I don't really know
You mean Batman and Batman?
Yeah, whatever it is. What do you guys think now? You happy about Ant-Man, Danette? Did you see the first one?
Yeah, I did not see the first one, but I'm glad it is getting a sequel.
Especially the Wasp is going to be, main part of the movie, man. That's awesome. We need some female characters. I know that they're going to promote Captain Marvel, but I think after that. So that's fantastic. So let me just give you some more information. Black Panther movie has moved forward several months and will now open on February 16th, 2018. And Captain Marvel movie will be delayed, pushed back several months to March 8th, 2019. Okay, so just so you know, besides that, Marvel has this overall huge plan, and basically they're going to spend Disney, Marvel Studios are going to spend $1 billion to make Avengers: Infinity War Part 1 and 2. $1 billion to make 2 movies. The biggest friggin' expense for movies in history. History. Robert Downey Jr. will probably make over $60 million per movie. That's $120 million of that $1 billion. But he deserves it. He freaking deserves it. Who cares? Because Infinity War 1 will do like $2 billion, and Infinity War 2 will do another $2 billion. So who really cares that they spend $1 billion? Because
I was gonna say that's like a loose hole in your change pocket. That is to Disney at this stage.
Yeah, they spent like almost $5 billion for Star Wars, which that one movie's gonna make it back.
Yeah, are you kidding me? They probably, with all the merchandise, with the merchandise of Star Wars Day, I would not be surprised if they already made it back.
Yeah.
You know? And Disney Infinity 3, let's not forget about that.
Yes, absolutely. You know what's the price of that still?
Mm-hmm.
What's the price of that still?
Oh, Disney Infinity 3? It's still $64.99 right now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefront. Oh my god.
Just came out with the old school characters, Darth Vader, Chewbacca, and Han Solo last week, I believe.
Right. What do you girls think about the Marvel movies with their expenses?
Well, easily, I mean, it's gonna exceed that later on, but I can see them easily spending that much for movies.
Yeah, I mean, of all movies to spend money on, of course you're going to spend it on Infinity War, which is basically Infinity Gauntlet. So, I mean, that's one of the greatest storylines of all time in the comics. The only sad part is that we don't have the Fantastic Four and Silver Surfer because 20th Century Fox has them for the Marvel things. They were a big part of the Infinity Gauntlet storyline and Infinity War and Infinity Crusade. So that sucks. But it's okay. We're still going to have a phenomenal... They didn't even write it yet. But yet, that's just the funny thing. They didn't even write it, but they set the date. I think they need to stop doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like getting a little ahead of yourself. It's like counting the chickens before they hatch.
They even announced Phase 4 movie, but they didn't say what it was. But they have 3 movies in 2020. That's going to be part of Phase 4. We don't know what they are, which we won't know for a long time because they're going to wait for Phase 3 to be finished before they start making that announcement, and that'll be like 2019. So, that's, you know, guys, I'm a comic book nut. I apologize if I bore you guys sometimes with comic book news. But I'm just crazy like that. Now,
why comic cons are called Comic Con.
Yes, we're in Comic Con country right now. It's like, this is the way it is. Now, also, we've got announcements about Toy Story 4, Cars 3, Incredibles 2.
Out of that whole thing, only one of those movies needs to happen.
Incredibles 2?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dying
All
for
the
that.
way to 2019, that's just way so long from now.
Why are they waiting so long?
Yeah. Like, what?
I believe, I think the thing was, if I remember correctly, was Brad Bird, the guy heading up the projects, mostly at Pixar, he really didn't want to do Incredibles until he absolutely felt sure that there was a story that needed to be told, which I found it hilarious that, you know, it's like that was his reasoning, and I'm like, so let me understand this. A movie about cars merited a sequel faster than a movie that literally is about comic book heroes, of which you can make almost any story believable out of that.
Yeah, I don't understand why Cars got a sequel, but all right.
I think it was mainly about money for that one. I think because Disney wanted it.
And I think Cars 2 didn't do that great, right? Or
It
something
did
like that.
not in the way that you would think. Not in the way that you would think it did.
Right.
It did good in the sense of merchandising. I think it did well. That's why we're going to inevitably see a Cars 3. That's pretty much what we have to suffer through before we get Incredibles 2. Is we have to suffer through Cars 3
Yeah,
first.
Incredibles 2 is June 21st, 2019.
Yep.
We also got the Finding Nemo sequel, which I don't know how you guys feel about that. Finding Dory, yeah, at June 17th,
We
2016.
also had a Monsters Inc. prequel before this, Monsters
Yeah.
University.
Which did well, but I don't know, was it really a good movie?
It was okay. It ranged from decent to good. It was not horrible. I enjoyed watching it,
Oh,
but
God.
would I put it anywhere in the top 10 of Pixar movies? Absolutely not.
It's like the Shrek movies. They got so friggin' bad.
After 2, yeah, and 2 was
Like,
just
it's ridiculous.
Shrek 2 was one of the greatest comedy movies I had watched in a very long time, and then 3 and 4 were just like, okay, I'm
And
done.
people are like, there was a 4? I'm like, yes, there was a 4, yeah. Why can't you just do an Austin Powers, for crying out loud? Pop that sucker out there.
Well, the thing is, Michael Myers is okay with it, but the problem is the guy who plays Dr. Evil's demanding too much money.
Yeah, same guy.
Yeah, very good. Not many people get that right away.
And it's not Michael, it's Mike Myers. 'Cause, you know,
I know.
Yeah,
I'm in the
yeah,
Halloween
yeah.
spirit. I've been
I
watching.
know, and you're getting that too next year. You're getting,
Oh yes,
You're getting another
a
Halloween.
proper Halloween 3. It's very interesting.
Yes, we're also getting Jason.
Yes,
I'm happy about that.
and there's still talks of the return of Freddy Krueger. There's
But
still
it
talks.
may not make it next year. If they put it out next year, it's like family reunion. I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, we got Chucky, we got everybody coming out next year, horror.
Oh yeah.
Next year, horror will dominate the whole year with all these stuff that's coming out.
But will any of them actually be good?
Well, still, they should put a Nightmare on Elm Street 2 just to sit also. Just have it out there, man. Why not?
Yeah.
I know they were talking about doing another Saw. What's the matter, Gloria? You feel verklempt. You're like, oh, you're okay? I saw you breathe heavy. You're muted, too. I can't hear you.
I don't know. It's just I'm frustrated with some of them.
These horror movies?
Horror movies.
Yeah, I bet you're upset, too, about the Terminator decision, huh?
Yeah.
I want to see Matt Smith again, man.
Terminator decision?
Poor Matt.
Yeah, Terminator, the company decided to put him on hold, the movies now. Even though it made a profit, they're saying it did. I actually emailed Skydance the other day. I did a point-by-point thing on Terminator Genesis, and where they should go from there. I really want to see the Terminator continue with 2 sequels. I thought that I liked the last movie a lot, so but we'll see. We've got a lot of news, so much news because I've been away, and all this stuff hit, all this news hit. We also have the trailer for Sherlock. I don't know if anybody watches Sherlock.
I
They
haven't seen the
watched.
trailer yet.
They have the Christmas trailer for Sherlock, and it's also set in the 19th century. So we'll probably do another show on that when you guys see that. We also have. They showed the trailer for Jessica Jones with
It's so
Dave
good.
Tennant.
It's so good.
Oh my God! Can't wait for that. We also have the Walking Dead talk. It's on every single day. 24 hours, the marathon. Okay, it's on right now. I just saw it a little while ago. So the governor, talking to Maggie, it was crazy. They made an announcement that, well, they said, in the article, they said how George Romero bashed Walking Dead, and they kind of bashed George Romero a little bit back, and they says that they want to end The Walking Dead totally not the way George Romero ends his films, because they said the way he ends his films, it ends abruptly and stuff's still going on, and it's like, why end like that? They want to end it where it's definitively over, the walkers are done, the virus is done, and they're happy. That's it. Done.
What?
Yeah, when they end The Walking Dead, they want to end it where there is no room for error. It's over. No movie follow-up, no whatever. Either a cure, all the walkers are dead, or for whatever reason, it's done. And that's what they want to do. They're not necessarily going to reveal what happened or how it happened, but somehow it's going to be cured and resolved. Which hopefully Rick Grimes is alive in the last episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I keep talking. What do you guys have to say? Anything you want to talk about, Gloria or Danette?
Rick Moranis did he gave an interview and said that he is not doing Ghostbusters.
I heard about that.
Okay.
Yeah, what did he say exactly?
Oh, that good for them that they're doing it, but it's not my thing. I'm not doing it, but good for them. You know, they can do it, but I'm not.
Yeah, he says, why do I want to appear and play a character that I played 30 years ago for like a couple of seconds?
Yeah.
He's like, to me, it's pointless. He's like, I'm not saying anything against them doing it, but it makes no sense to me, so I'm not doing it. You know, but which, you know, it's true. I mean, on the one hand, we have fans that are like excited that, all right, Dan Aykroyd's going to appear, Bill Murray's going to appear, Andy Potts is going to appear, you know, Ernie Hudson's going to appear, you know, everybody but Rick Moranis, but as different characters, like a cameo, right? You know, I see it as a sign of respect to ask them in there, you know, hey, thank you for all these wonderful memories, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, could you be in the movie? That's what I see that as. So I think they asked him that out of respect, which, you know, I wish he would have said yes, because it's a respect for something that's grown, this culture that's grown from Ghostbusters, all these kids growing up, you know, all these people growing up to adults and letting their kids see it. So it just to see it, it's like respecting you for your service doing Ghostbusters 1 and 2. So I understand he declines, and I respect that decision, but I wish I would have been able to see him. I heard that they wanted to get him in Ant-Man also as a cameo because the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing.
Oh, that would have been funny.
But I guess he didn't want to do that either.
That would have.
But he does voice work and stuff like that. I think he still acts. The kids are older now, and now he's back to acting, which is great. The talk with Game of Thrones. There were some people that were dead that were on set, and I'm not even talking about Jon Snow either. I'm talking about other people.
Oh.
What do you got?
Other people.
What do you got?
You watch Game of Thrones?
I do. I'm caught up.
Ned Stark was on set.
What?
Oh, Sean Bean?
There was also...
One does not simply come back from the dead of Game of Thrones.
Is it Shay? Shay that...
The funny whore, yes.
She's back as well. I don't know if they're just visiting. Seems a few characters are back, so maybe that's going to be the theme, because I think there's not much to work with because they kind of used everything from the book, didn't they?
That's what I've been hearing. I have not read the books, but essentially from people at my job who are both avid readers of Game of Thrones and watchers, they pretty much said that at many points in the story, they actually outran and outpaced themselves last season.
Yes.
Well, not even the season just passed, but a season ago in many of the characters. So I really don't know what they're going to do at this point with the series, because Martin refuses to finish that next book, so I don't know what's going on.
He's trying.
Oh no, I have nothing against the guy. I mean, we're both writers, Joe. We know how that is. So I have nothing against the man, but it just really stinks that the show is the show's probably running around with like a chicken with its head cut off, you know?
Right, it's like my publisher too. They're like, dude, you popped out 10 books in 2 years, and you can't give us another book. Like, what's the problem? What's the problem all of a sudden? You have no friggin' excuse. You put that book out there right now. Like whatever. So there's nothing I can say. I'm like,
Finish the book, Joe. We'll suck Annie Wilkes on you.
Like, I forget about 4 books a year or 5 books a year. I just can't get the one book out. They're like, what's the problem? joking around. It's like a joke.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? What happened, man? The last time you put a book out was, you know, May 2014, and you slipping. Like, what's happened? So,
Interchange books came out.
Well, yeah, I know. I see. The thing is, I really don't know. God, I hope I can never write like that slow. I mean, he writes great, but the thing I'm worried about, Larry, is what if Game of Thrones becomes like American Horror Story? Like, it's totally different. Like, I'm not saying American Horror Story is bad, but what if it becomes something unrecognizable where it's like, well, that never happened in Game of Thrones. Why is everybody dead in their mother? You know, like Ned Stark's wife. She's back too. Like, everybody. It's like all the Starks immune from dying from that freaking tree and this other thing. What happened? It's like, you know, was something in the water or what? So I'm a little concerned that like the season will be screwed up, and then when they go to the next season, they'll be taken from his new book, and then it'll be reset. Like where it's like, okay, now it's no. So I'm kind of worried about this upcoming season of Game of Thrones because it's like, you know, not really the book.
Well, the way I understand it is they've all sat down with him, and you know, he went and told him, you know, this is the way the books are going, this is how the books are going to end, blah blah blah. But even though he's had it planned out, he just hasn't written the books.
Right, like he probably went to them and said, "Look, you freaking killed Jon Snow. Did you think to ask me, hey, who's going to be sitting on the throne in the last episode? It's Jon Snow. Okay, but no, you didn't ask me that. So you killed them all. You killed them all."
There's still plenty of characters left that people are interested with claim to the throne. Of course, you know, the forerunner with Jon Snow supposedly out of the picture, that pushes Khaleesi, Daenerys Targaryen, to the way forefront.
Khaleesi. I love Khaleesi.
And of course, you cannot discount another man. There's always a chance Tyrion Lannister could be sitting on that throne at the end. You never know.
I see Khaleesi and Jon Snow making babies. And
I have no problem with that.
And the Starks just keep popping out, basically.
Pretty much, you'd start for any Dragon Ball.
And Tyrion right there too. Tyrion right there is the constant.
If Daenerys Targaryen and Jon Snow mate, you're pretty much going to start the Saiyan race.
Right, because basically they're immune to fire.
Yep.
And I guess he knows how to defeat the ice.
And they always get stronger every time they almost die.
Wait a minute. Fire, ice. Aha! We just solved the whole game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's it. We did it.
It's over. It's over now.
Half-Life 3 confirmed. We did it.
It's done. Jon Snow, Khaleesi, babies, Tyrion as the concierge, and
Joe, I swear to God, we got to go on record with this right now, because if we just accidentally called this, I want this like memorialized somehow.
Oh no.
It's on the podcast. So
yeah, it's timestamped. I know people hate that when I say
we have to gild and embroider the podcast somehow. I don't know how, but we've got to do it.
Listen, share it everywhere. I don't know. But, all right, so Fire and Ice, Jon Snow is become... Okay, because here's the thing, all right? Yes, Jon Snow is dead. But now he's Jon Stark! Screw the oath, because once you're dead, you can't pledge the oath to the wall. Goodbye, wall.
True.
Bye-bye, wall. Bye-bye. Go right for that throne. That's where he's going. He's going. He's going over there. He's over there. He's going to get his brother. He's going to get his other brother. Pick those mothers up. Pick his sisters up. Take care of that.
He's going to be sitting there.
He rides away on Falcor at the end.
They're all going to be at friggin' King's Landing, back to back like the friggin' Avengers.
Yeah.
When these friggin' mother creatures attack. These ice friggin' giant creatures, whatever. And they're going to look like the Avengers. And when it's friggin' done, okay, it's going to be Jon Stark, Khaleesi, and you're going to have Tyrion, and that's the way it's going to be. That's it.
It's that idea. Oh my God.
And then you're going to find out that freaking thing in the sky that keeps going from land to land is a friggin' alien or some crap like that. Whatever that thing is, a thing in the air, like zooming in and stuff. You see this weird thing. That's what. Yeah.
Not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I hope it doesn't turn out to be something like The Village, where they go into this other town and all of a sudden there's cars and stuff. So I'll be really upset. So forget about that.
Oh, please no.
No. All right.
No, we don't want that.
So that's what we want. Game of Thrones. It's probably gonna happen. We probably ruined the whole thing for everybody. Probably did. Just like, okay, I just want to say a funny story. Okay, not a lot of people know this, but the guy that plays Stannis Baratheon, you know, he died. You know, before he died, I'm gonna make a little joke about it because this probably didn't happen exactly the way it is, but he went to the Walking Dead people and he said, you know, I'm Stannis Baratheon. I want my son in Fear the Walking Dead. And his son's the drug addict in Fear the Walking
Dead! Yep.
That's Stannis Baratheon's son! Holy crap!
He also played Tom Riddle in Half-Blood Prince.
You're gonna tell that guy no? They're like, yes, sir, absolutely. And do you have another child that we can put him in The Walking Dead? No? Okay, thank you. That's basically
what I saw that. I knew he always looked familiar, and I thought it was all because he kind of reminds me of, you know, a young Johnny Depp on that show. But then whenever on Talking Dead, and they said that he is actually the one who played Tom Riddle, a young Tom Riddle in Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, I freaked out. I was like,
wow. You know, I had this weird idea today. I get weird ideas sometimes, but I was thinking to myself, you know, I know we don't like to have typecasting and all that stuff, right? But what if they had a Friday the 13th movie where Jason fights Amy and Rory? But not like Amy and Rory, but I mean Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. And then you throw like all these people in there, like Game of Thrones people, American Horror Story people, for the fun of it. The hell with it. Nobody's gonna, you know, suffer for making this movie. Throw George Clooney in there too. Jason can chop him up too. Everybody, just throw people in there. Tim Burton, whatever. Just, you know what? Just, it should be a fun thing where their career ain't destroyed. And these big, huge Hollywood actors could just be in a friggin' horror movie without having to worry about their pay going down for the fun of it. And just everybody take on Jason. That's what it should be. It should be going forward. Paramount Pictures has Jason. Sign up. Who wants to get killed? You? You? Okay. That's the way they should do it.
You're passing out deaths like Oprah. You get killed and you get killed. And
absolutely. Absolutely. Some will win, some will lose. But people, let me tell you something. If they did something like that, people would friggin' flock. You would have your first ever horror movie that's like $500 million, $1 billion. I'm telling you, they don't know how to do it. You got to get these big guys, throw them in there. They will go crazy for that stuff. Crazy for that stuff. And then the moment that movie was a hit, they would do it all the time. I'm telling you. Yeah. That's what I want to see. I want to see a mixture of all these shows, people from each show thrown into like a Friday the 13th movie. Absolutely. What's up, Mr. Star Trek guy? What's up, Daniel? What's up, bro?
I just got home now.
What news do you have for Star Trek?
They're gonna film they're gonna film something in Dubai on the 10th and 11th.
Okay.
They evacuated a few buildings, you know, because I think they evacuated a few buildings because they're going to be filming somewhere.
Yeah, you know, we don't know anything about this movie, Larry.
Yeah.
Nothing about Star Trek. It's like, oh, Star Trek Beyond. Okay. And then that's it. In fact, we heard it's so good that they signed them for another one. We didn't even know what it is. We don't have not one friggin' picture from this movie.
I really hope Abrams comes back to direct the next one.
Who knows, dude? I mean, what is he doing? He's doing Twilight Zone. I know that.
No, he's doing Star Wars.
No, but he's coming back for 9, isn't he? Yes.
No.
Yes, Abrams is coming back for Star Wars Episode 9. That's right. That's right.
I thought another director was going to do Episode 9. I think it was Rian Johnson.
I don't know. I didn't hear that. Was that a rumor or was that just? Did you hear that, Larry?
I don't know. I'm just finding it weird that they're having so many different teams make the different Star Wars movies. That doesn't seem proper.
It's
You know?
cold. Want to make the oh, I see money. Yes, it's like they want to make the money. That's what
I guess, but it's like, whatever. You know, like I said, I'm not as avid of a Star Wars fan as I used to be before 2000, before the year 1999 for obvious reasons.
Listen, I'm gonna go into Force Awakens. I'm gonna have my Boba Fett helmet on. I'm just gonna sit there. That's basically what's it up. Actually, what I really want to do is I want to buy a hoverboard. I want to get that freaking cloak, like the guy Colony Sarf. You didn't see it yet. There's this character called Colony Sarf in Doctor Who, and it's like he's gliding in the air, but it's actually a hoverboard. That's what I want to see. I want to do that.
And
I want to
like
spit a crap out of people.
where he's got like sections, like his eyes are one section of the snake, and the nose, and then the mouth. And
Larry, you gotta watch Doctor Who, bro.
So,
gotta, man. I know it's tough. I know, man.
He walks. He kind of glides like a dance pattern, and then sometimes he does like this, like
The character's amazing. This new character. But yeah, one day you'll have time. I know the GameStop hours, bro. I was just talking to Christine before, so hours are crazy. Inventories are coming up, but still, holidays coming up too. Even my hours are crazy too. So, all right, what else did I want to talk about? Basically screaming about Friday the 13th. Let's see, what else do we have? Wonder Woman is going to span 3 different time periods. Ooh. Well, in the past, it spanned 2 different time periods. Let's see. The first one will be in our home in Amazon at an unspecified time. The second one will be in 1916, and the third one will be in present day. That will lay the groundwork for Justice League Part 1. I keep forgetting there's going to be a Justice League movie because Batman vs. Superman seems like a Justice League movie, which, well, I'm happy they're going to have a different Flash and probably Arrow for the Justice League eventually. They should just use the ones from the TV series, but again, I think DC is jumping the gun. I think that, if Batman vs. Superman doesn't do as well, it jeopardizes the whole DC project, basically. So I really think that they need to... One of the biggest mistakes, too, was that they didn't do a Superman 2, I feel. What's up, James?
No, Superman 2? What are you talking about? Man of Steel 2 or something?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really upset that they went ahead with a Batman vs. Superman rather than a Man of Steel 2. What do you think?
Gloria, what happened to your hair?
I mean, it's about
let me tell you something. This is Gloria's twin sister. Loria.
Also, I'm a Lightwood, too.
This is Gloria.
So it's like Gloria and Doria or something?
This is Loria.
Oh, Loria.
She's the opposite. Yeah, she's a demon hunter. She's got tattoos there, and look at her. Look at her with her anchor and stuff. It's ridiculous.
Okay, all right. Somebody been in too much Vin Diesel.
This is my welcome back party, James.
Okay, James obviously doesn't know what Shadow Hunters, Mortal Instruments, and all that stuff is. It's a cool book.
Shadow Hunter thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're gonna catch a shadow?
She's gonna hunt demons.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Listen, it's Halloween, dude. All right, it's coming. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the doctor when you need him? Where's the doctor?
Yeah, he's under the lake.
Oh Lord, that's evil right there.
Oh!
All right, Lex Steel.
Literally in the water. Dead. No, it's all right. Yeah. I had to throw it in. I'm sorry. I know my son said I'm Mr. Corny. I do, I try not to be. But all right. So anyway, there's so much news, man. News everywhere. So you're a Superman guy. Thank you.
Oh yes.
So tell us, what are they doing wrong? What are they doing right?
First of all, go ahead, Daniel.
Daniel. Hello?
Yeah.
Man got too, so.
Oh, you wanted to talk or no?
No.
Oh,
I had
okay.
nothing.
Go ahead, James.
Okay. What they're doing wrong, they got too many guest stars in Batman versus Superman. It need to be about Batman v Superman, you know. You can have Wonder Woman there for a hot minute, have Aquaman in there, but you don't need to have all these side characters. You know, it's supposed to be all doing their own movie, then they're going to get together to make Justice League. Do it like it. Do what Marvel did. Make their own individual movie and see how it does. Don't throw everything in together, make the whole movie convoluted. You need to have about Batman v Superman. It's about them two, not about the rest.
I really hope they don't do stuff corny, like having Superman knock Batman into Amazonia, and then, hi, I'm Wonder Woman. It's like, whoa! And then they knock, like, Superman get knocked into the water. He's like, hey, man, I'm Aquaman. Get out of my water. I mean, I don't want you know.
Swedish Aquaman I've ever heard.
No, yeah, no, I'm corny. Then I'm knocked, like, Batman gets knocked into a racetrack and the Flash is like this. I mean,
Well,
seriously.
they need to do how they do in the DC animated movies, you know. DC got the hottest animated movies out right now. They're better than Marvel's animated movies.
I know.
If they would do it like that vein, the movie would be successful. I think it'll make over $1 billion.
Why couldn't they just keep the Flash and Arrow from the TV series and put them in the movie?
I know.
That's
it's all part
retarded.
of the same universe. Well, I guess it kind of.
They're trying to build up their multiverse.
Oh, please. You know what the thing is? This generation, we're all educated more. Everybody believes in the multiverse. Everyone. So that's why they do stuff and they don't have to explain it. Yeah, it's a different, what's an alternate reality for Ghostbusters, you know. Oh, all right. That's like the answer. There's not even an explanation anymore. It's like, yeah, it's another reality. Oh, okay. Because everybody believes in that. So it's like, okay. You know? So, Gloria, where's your weapon? Do you have a weapon? Is that necklace a weapon?
No, it's just
Darn.
it just tells me when there's a demon nearby.
Is there a demon nearby?
I'll tell you.
I think it's broken.
Okay, Dean Winchester. I got my weapon right here.
It might be broken.
I hold back the dark.
Always what you cannot be done.
It's not pulsing, so there's no demon nearby.
All right.
Great, my disguise is working perfectly. I mean, hi.
A heartbeat.
Yes. All right.
He looked like an offshoot Green Lantern with that symbol. Come up here like a floating head, body, and a green background.
Oh boy, they're predicting that Pan movie, Peter Pan, by delaying it. Bless you. They thought that by delaying the Peter Pan movie. That's okay. They thought that by delaying the Peter Pan movie to come out now, there'll be no competition, and it's going to do phenomenal. Well, according to their calculations, they expect their own movie to just do terrible.
Oh, kind of like Fantastic Four, huh?
Well, I don't know
think
about
that bad.
Here's my weapon. It's
Hey, what are we going to call ourselves? Because we're fantastic. We're four. We're the... That's stupid. Okay. That movie is the corniest crap I've ever seen.
Quantifiable quad.
Listen, they're trying to make a statement that superheroes shouldn't wear pants, and I'm totally against that. I think superheroes have to wear pants.
Well, let's talk about Fantastic Four for a minute. What was fantastic about it?
It was over.
Yeah, it looked like the Boring Four instead of the Fantastic Four.
Oh. I
have
don't
never
know.
been so disappointed in a movie since the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, my God.
And that's a fair comparison.
Wow. Okay. Looks like we're going to get another Star Wars trailer.
As long as they don't do like Terminator and give away the plot.
Oh God, yeah, right. I was just talking about how I sent them an email about stuff. Why would you give away the entire movie in a friggin' minute and a half trailer? Everything is reset. It's a new reality. Oh, by the way, the villain's John Connor. Thank you. Now I don't need to go see it.
Well, whoever put that trailer out should have been fired and not.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Not only should they have been fired, but somebody should have beat the living out of that person. Why'd you ever do that again? It's like you kill movies, you son of a that was a bad move.
Remember when Terminator 2 meant something?
Oh God, I love Terminator 2. God, that was a time when like number twos were better than number ones. Like
Aliens, Godfather 2,
Empire
Terminator
Strikes
2.
Back,
Scream
Superman
2.
2.
Well,
What?
let's talk about Empire Strikes Back because that was actually
Well,
part of an overall
Scream
story.
2. Wait, what? Scream
Scream
2.
I just got to
No, Scream 2 was good. I mean,
Well,
maybe
not
not
better
as good
than
as
one.
that, but
Better
still very
than one.
good.
Not better than
And
one.
they didn't need to make Scream 4 though. That
They
was
did.
No,
stupid.
they did not.
They did make a Scream. Oh no, they made 3 Screams,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And by the way, in memoriam,
No,
Wes
no,
Craven.
no, no. They made 4 Screams.
Yes, they did.
They did.
Yeah.
Mhm. Moment of silence for
Last
Wes
one's
Craven.
terrible.
Yes, moment of silence.
It's terrible.
Well, we have a second season of the Scream TV series.
Oh yeah, I heard that was shit.
Well, actually, I was wrong. I was actually wrong because I made a big stink about how the pilot sucked, and it did suck. But then Joe's like, "Dad, you got to see it," and I'm like,
It got
"Come on!" So he forced me. He forced me, and me and Sharon watched it, and we loved it. Oh my God! Because then it started getting like Scream, like, "Hello, so and so, do you like scary movies?" Oh, here we go. It's all right.
I just
So-
want to say that when you were talking about like the sequels are sometimes really great, I still say it a million times that I think and I truly believe that City of Ashes, the second Mortal Instruments movie, would have been great had they kept doing the movie. They just didn't give it a chance because they did a terrible job at promoting the first one, and that's the only reason it didn't do so good. And now they kind of gave up on it. And I think
How many Moral Instruments movies have there been?
only
One.
one. That's
You
it.
said there was 2.
How many what?
It was
There-
only
no,
one.
there's only
City
one
of
movie.
Bones. That was it.
But they were going to do City of Ashes. They were in the process of, writing the script and all that. And then they kept pushing it back, and finally they decided to do the TV show instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Moral Instruments on Netflix?
Yes. Yes. Most likely, yes.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay. So now,
No,
if
we
I
only
don't,
talked
if
about
I
it.
decide to stay up to 2:00 in the morning again, and just instead of watching Arrow, I will actually probably, hopefully, watch Moral Instruments, so I know what the hell you're talking about.
Well, speaking of the Flash and the Arrow, they came back, and Supernatural came back, and iZombie came back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Joe was trying to get me to watch iZombie. I'm like, Joe, I have enough stuff to see. I still gotta see American Horror Story.
Yeah, and they got the originals back and Vampire Diaries back tonight or something.
That was it.
Wait, what happened, Gloria?
That first episode of Hotel, that was it. No more. I'm not watching it anymore.
Don't tell me. Don't. I love Gaga.
I'm not going to.
Oh, come on.
Not going to watch it ever again.
Really? Why? What the hell happened?
You'll know it when you see it.
Oh,
Ever
come
again.
on, Gloria. You seen Rick rip somebody's spine out? You saw Rick eat somebody's throat?
I was wanting to watch it.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
I'm going to say about the actor. I want to see Evan Peters again.
All right, I'm gonna watch this.
But the first episode turned me off of it completely. I'm not going to keep
All right,
watching.
now you got me interested. The heck with Mortal Instruments tonight. I'm watching that.
Okay.
And more City of Bones, Mortal Instruments City of Bones.
But I promised you that after I watch it.
Netta.
And then you got to read the books, though. I'm telling you.
Danette, he said hi.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I didn't hear
Did
you.
you call on Danette?
Oh, that's not the first time somebody told me that.
Yeah.
Did you call her Danetta? Aw.
Or
I could
Danette, something like that.
yes.
Oh, okay.
I can promise you that if I watch Mortal Instruments, I'm not wearing that wig. And I'm not like showing no, anchor thing, and I'm not even on button.
Or
Put a bow tie on for guys.
Yeah, I know.
Bow tie be cool.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's cool. I know.
Or you could dress up like Magnus Bane and wear glitter. And
No.
his hair, your like sparkly and your body glitter.
Don't wear. No. No, I'm not doing it. Hello, Frisco. No, I'm not doing it. All right. So,
What?
something just got weird. Okay. What else? What else do we have? Any other news? Oh, The Conjuring. We have a set photo from The Conjuring 2.
Really?
Yeah.
And don't they got another Paranormal Activity come out?
Is
Coming out to the movies?
is Mackenzie Foy in it again?
Let me show you.
Or wait, no, that wasn't a Conjuring.
There we go.
No,
Look at that.
the Conjuring was the Warrens.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ed and
Yeah.
Lorraine.
Yeah, it had Patrick Wilson in it too, from
Mhm.
Insidious 1 and 2.
Yep.
And don't they got Insidious 3 out?
Yes, Insidious 3 did come out. They weren't in that one, but I missed Insidious 3 actually. Wait, did I miss Insidious? Yeah, I did miss Insidious 3. I wanted to go see it. Missed it though.
Well, you ain't the only
Right.
one. I heard it didn't do that great.
I don't know. I also have a new background for this computer. Doctor Who background. Should I show it to you guys?
Yeah,
let me
let's see
if I
it.
can-
Yeah, sure.
Then I can steal it, put it on my background.
You guys-
Oh man,
I like
beautiful
that.
quality.
That's cool, right?
That's
All
fine.
right.
I like it
Oh.
background. What
Cool.
about the doctors I sent you? You get that background I sent you?
Yes, I'm gonna actually use that for one of the Facebook things, one of my
Okay.
Facebook pages, because I'm doing so many freaking Facebook pages. I'm probably gonna change the artwork because I don't have Peter Capaldi on the thing. I got Matt Smith. I got to represent.
Yeah.
So, being that we have comments, if you guys have any ideas, for any changes to be made to my Facebook pages with Doctor Who, I have TARDIS Travelers, I have Doctor Who Forever, I have Fight for Who, I also have the Rehovians Cast and the Rehovians Cast After Show one. We also have Say No to the BBC for Cutting Doctor Who. We have Doctor Who Universe and the Doctor Who-niverse. So if you guys think, hey, I think you should change this artwork, put this here, any suggestions, leave your comments below. And, and if you guys have any questions, too, for me or my fellow Rehovians here, just, ask us questions and we'll read it on the air, because now we have comments again. So there you go. And try to keep it, let's not, keep it nice. Say something nice. You can say something bad, too, but not like crazy, like.
How about welcome back to Gallifrey? Been a while.
Right. That's right. That's right. And for all those who had commented about that return, thank you. It's great to be back, actually. And I'm actually going to try to not piss off my publisher and, try to put out another book somehow. That's the main thing. So we got 9 years time. I'm only showing off a couple of them quick, which I really don't do this, guys. You know me. I really don't show off these books too much. But we also have the Matrix Lord. We have Matrix Lord on the bus, if you can see that. And there's a number that says 212.
Matrix Lord 212.
Yeah.
A little Easter egg right there.
That's an Easter egg.
Yeah.
There you go. So that's it. So, anywho.
Are we gonna find something like eventually when you make a movie of those? Are we gonna find like little Easter eggs on the DVD where you're telling us don't blink?
Oh, you are gonna find dozens. Like I'm gonna think about it like 12 dozen. There's eggs, a dozen eggs. You're gonna have tons of Easter eggs and stuff. If I ever do anything, there's gonna be Easter egg city. It's like, oh my God, how many did he put in here? Jeez! Just like they got Doctor Who stuff in Sherlock Christmas special now that we have to figure out. So there'll be a lot of Easter eggs.
Oh, we got John Neo. Are we in the Matrix or the Matrix in us? Which one is it?
Well, John Neo is actually Larry. So,
hey, Larry.
Yeah. Oh, that's a mystery.
I've been meaning to change that.
Yeah, in case anybody know, why does he keep calling John Larry? That's just his name was Larry. There you go.
It was a thing made in like here's the thing. I never wanted a Google accounts thing, and a class in college made me do it. So I was like, whatever, I didn't know years later I'd actually be using it for something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change it soon.
I called you, John, when you came in.
Yeah. That was great.
There's, I do want to do stuff other than the books, though, too. I really want to do. I mean, I love those B-movie Puppet Master movies. I'm like a kid. I like seeing those little puppets going around, like whatever. I'd love to have my hand in one of those things one day. That'd be pretty cool. We'll see. One day.
Ain't Goosebumps coming out with a movie?
Yeah, Goosebumps is coming out with a new movie.
Correct.
Tomorrow we will be talking about Amazing Spider-Man #1. Going to give massive props to Dan Slott tomorrow. I know he really, really worked hard on it too. So we're gonna, we're gonna be open-minded, and I'm gonna review the book.
Which should have been Spider-Man 4, but oh well.
No, I'm talking about the comic book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for those of you that aren't aware, Peter Parker is rich.
Yep.
Filthy rich.
Richer than Tony Stark.
Maybe. He has a Spider-Mobile. He has super. Oh, and then he put Mockingbird in there. Mockingbird's my favorite too.
Now
we're gonna have it. Yeah, so of course I'm gonna love that. So
Agents of Shield, ain't she? Ain't she like a Shield?
No, but I from the comic books back in the day, Mark Grumold and stuff. I love.
Him and Mary Jane married again, right?
Well, Mary Jane is single, and she may be dating Tony Stark. We don't know yet.
Don't date a drunk. She's gonna go from Peter Parker to Tony Stark.
Again, that's not Dan Slott. That's another book. That's Iron Man book. But we're going to check out our Spider-Man book, and I think maybe I'll purchase the Iron Man also.
Don't Miles Morales got his own comic book too?
Yes. And there's going to be a Hulk book and all these other books, yes.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen and all that, I guess.
There's a lot.
Wow.
A lot.
Marvel's getting convoluted again. I thought they did all that stuff.
That's another thing. It seems to be like a new trend now to change gender because Marvel's doing it. So now everybody's doing it. So guess what happened now? Guess who changed? Guess who made a new book now?
Thor again?
There is a new Twilight book.
Oh my God! Really?
What?
I have to leave. Bye.
They made Bella the vampire, and made Edward the character. Edward, they've got different names, but the Bella character is the name.
They reverse genders for everybody, which is like if you had it.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's Bedward and it's Bedward and. I don't know, whatever the hell it's going to be. I don't know, whatever. All right. On that note.
Edwina or something?
Yeah.
No, it would be Bella, something Bella.
Oh, my God.
What does everybody think of the Rocky movie coming out? I'm sorry, Creed movie. Anybody?
Creed.
It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Looks pretty good.
There's one thing if I had to say there's one thing I don't like about it, I don't like that they're teasing that they might show the outcome of the third fight, the legendary third fight that they have in the gym together.
Right.
That's like one of those iconic movie mysteries that should remain unsolved.
Yeah, I think Rocky won that, though. I think Rocky won.
At the end of at the end of Rocky 3. I really, really hope that this is just a joke. Like, they're just joking around about it, and they don't reveal that, because growing up, that was one of the greatest things one of the biggest things I'd like to think about as a kid. Like, wow, I wonder who won that fight. Like, who did win that fight?
We don't know. I think Rocky did, but we don't know.
No, you never know. I mean, I believe that Creed could have done it. Who knows?
Yeah, they could have a cameo. Could have a cameo with Clover Lane.
I'm also hearing that Paulie's dead in the movie, which not crazy about because the actor Burt Young is still alive. They could have put him in there. But I think they did that to show that Rocky's completely alone.
Could be.
And I'm not really happy about that.
Yeah.
That's a mistake.
Will this be Stallone's last movie?
Well, it might be cursed because if Paulie's not in it, maybe it won't do good.
I mean, honestly, I think the movie franchise ended fine with Balboa, but I mean, if he wanted to go for Creed, I mean, it makes sense. It does actually make sense where the story's going. It's just,
Right.
yeah, I don't know what you're doing with Rocky's character right now,
I
but
mean, I
we'll
would
see.
think the thing to do is kill off Rocky in this movie, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
I doubt they're gonna do that, but if they do, well, that'd be
That's the end of
that'd
I mean,
be
Rambo
huge.
was
Yeah.
supposed to. Rambo's supposed to die in the next movie.
Well, I remember what happened. I think I'm not too sure about this, but if I remember correctly, Rambo was supposed to die in the previous movie,
The
but
fourth
what
one.
happened was so many people were upset that Rocky lost, and
Oh, I
that's
was
why
pissed.
that's
I
why
was
the Rambo
pissed.
movie went nuts. Like when he basically annihilated a whole country by himself because he basically wanted to give people who grew up with it what they wanted. They wanted Rambo being Rambo.
They should
I
have
mean, of
never
course,
made
it was
Rocky
silly.
lose. I'm
I'm sorry,
so
say
pissed.
again?
They should have never made Rocky lose to Rocky Balboa.
Yeah, I know.
That
I'm
was
just
bull
saying.
crap.
Yeah, and that's the exact
Yeah,
reason.
but,
It's
but
like,
yeah,
you
but
know.
the problem is though, the dude was like 20 years younger.
It doesn't matter though. You can't make it like you gotta just. It's a movie, not like real.
Yeah,
But even if it was
Well,
real, sometimes maybe somebody older could kick the crap out of somebody. What's the difference?
yeah.
that's true.
I mean, it depends on how you come from it, but it is like, regardless of interpretation, yeah, that was the reason. There was a big outcry. I don't know if that's the reason why Rambo was, Rambo on crack,
Right, right.
Rambo plus Goku in the
Well,
new Rambo movie, but
well,
that just was what would happen. Now, maybe people this time around would be more accepting that, the old dog, is finally going to get his rest. Like the war's finally over for him. I mean, after watching Rambo 1 again and 2, it's like Rambo 1 I don't think gets the First Blood Part 1
it's
does
a great
not
movie.
get the credit it deserves. It is
Great movie.
such a fantastic movie
Yes.
about Vietnam veterans and just
Yes.
the performance that like okay, we can make fun of Sylvester Stallone's acting from here to the cows come home,
He
but
did a good job in that one
to be
though.
fair, he should have got something for
Oh,
that
definitely.
final scene at the end.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, it's
Definitely.
like I feel for it every time. All the feels
And
that come
I
over all
also
the
love
internet
2
finds.
in its own unique way. Where I mean, when I was a kid, even though I loved 1, 2, it was so exciting that they just
Yeah.
amped it up,
Yeah,
in,
2
in
just
that level.
to cater to
especially
our
had
our
Richard.
inner child. We got to see Rambo be the hero. The
Right.
hero the hero he was built up to be. That was what made Rambo First Blood Part 2 so satisfying.
Yes.
You got to
And
see
they had that
Rambo
cartoon back in the
be
day too.
Rambo.
Don't forget about the cartoon.
Yes, the Rambo cartoon we had. But
Yep.
here's the thing now. The original idea for this new Rambo was they were going to try to do something like a Predator type of thing, which thank God they're not doing now. Okay? Thank God he's not fighting some man-made creature from a lab or an alien, because that would have been totally out of... So what they're going to do now is, which is even crazy territory, supposedly Rambo is going to fight ISIS. Supposedly. So I don't know. We'll
I
have to wait and
mean,
see.
yeah, I mean,
You pissed off people with the interview, you're going to be pissing off,
You're gonna get. I'll be honest. They're gonna get heat for that. Definitely. I mean, there's no avoiding that.
Yeah.
I mean, but then he also got heat for just the whole thing in the first place of
That's 2 years ago.
a Vietnam veteran. Calling out the government on Vietnam stuff in the first Rambo. So,
No.
if Sylvester Stallone himself is writing in again like he did the first Rambo, I mean, I would like. I'm pretty sure he's going to come at this from some modicum of respect.
Right.
So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but yeah, he's got to be very, very careful here,
Yeah.
especially if it's a current issue. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You didn't get it. He's been laying right now on the end of the couch.
What was that?
What, James?
Oh, I hope they
Okay.
just do it. I hope they just do it good or something.
Yeah. James, you working tonight, bro?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be
Oh.
leaving in probably about 20 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, so that's the status with Rambo. Now, I'm hearing, is there another Expendables, or what's happening with that?
I wouldn't be
I
shocked
thought
if
they-
there wasn't. Expendables
I
4?
thought, I thought they were going to put one out.
No, I think they canceled it or something.
I also heard there's going to be Expendables.
Oh my God, the
Meaning
women.
the female. All the women action heroes.
I think the last thing I remember hearing about it was. Oh, sorry. I'm
Who's
sorry.
gonna bring back Cynthia Rathrock or something? How old is she now?
Are they gonna have who's in that movie? They're gonna have Mila Jovovich is gonna be in Expendables.
Okay.
You're gonna have
She should be.
Sarah Connor there, Linda Hamilton,
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sigourney Weaver,
Yay.
Absolutely.
what was it, Michelle Rodriguez,
Yeah, Resident Evil, Fast and Furious. That Gina Gershon or what?
Gina Davis.
What
Gina
about Kate
Davis.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh Lord.
What else? Who else?
No Cynthia Rathrock. If they can have Chuck Norris, they can have Cynthia Rathrock.
I don't know. Maybe they'll have Iman, and they'll have no, not Iman. What is it? Grace Jones. Grace Jones.
Grace Jones. Oh hell no.
And Bridget Nielsen.
No.
No. All right. We'll see.
Zoe Saldana.
What happened, Larry?
About Expendables 4, I mean, aside from the Expendables, Expendables 4, the rumor mill is swirling right now that Jack Nicholson is going to be the main villain in this one. Also, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, has also been rumored to play the secondary villain role that Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the first one.
Oh, wow.
And also, and there's another one, Stallone has his eyes on Hulk Hogan as joining the Expendables.
Really?
Yes, sir.
All that backlash they got Hogan on got lately, and they want him in
Don't call me brother.
Listen, if you're not fans of Suburban Commando or Mr. Nanny and don't believe that he's right for Expendables 4, I pity you.
Listen, you know what? Why not? Why not?
Yeah. I hope he is in the movie.
First you insult me, then you mock my hair. You're dead.
Well, what about that actor?
What you gonna do, Hogan? Bam.
All right, I got a question for you. Please tell me that someone saw The Last Dragon.
I seen that. That was good. I liked it.
I did not.
Where is Bruce Leroy?
Who knows? Like he just fell off the map.
Oh man, Leroy. Bruce Lee, the Shogun of Harlem. No, Sho'nuff. Oh no! By the way, they're remaking that.
Why?
Samuel L. Jackson is going to play Sho'nuff. Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. All right, last news today. Beetlejuice 2.
After 20-something years.
And Winona Ryder, we know, is in it.
Mm-hmm.
Gina Davis just said that she hopes they ask her back.
Mm-hmm.
With Adam Baldwin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Adam or Alec Baldwin, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how do you explain how they age them if they supposed to be dead?
I don't know, man. They could just explain something. They could do something funny. We just wanted to look older. I don't know. Well, did you see that? Did you see the pictures they had of the Family Ties? The Family Ties reunion. They had pictures of them. What they look like now. Christopher Lloyd has been playing Doc Brown in some little things here and there.
Yay!
I know. Thank God. Gotta get the Lego Dimensions.
If they ever make a live-action Rick and Morty, I really hope they cast Christopher Lloyd as Rick.
That is friggin' back to. I don't care what anybody says. They took that from Back to the Future. I'm sorry.
Of course they did.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what they're banking on, and the chemistry works out so well, and they're banking on that.
Right. Like Bill and Ted. That was from Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The friggin' phone booth. It was a joke. That's supposed to be bigger on the inside. No, it was small.
Yeah.
That's coming back too. Bill and Ted.
Rufus.
I know.
Yeah. Wild Stallion.
He's not coming back.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dude.
Come on, dudes.
Glad that's coming back. Yeah.
Without George Carlin,
I know.
Yeah.
I saw George Carlin in the Beacon Theater. Okay, at least I could say I've seen him in my lifetime.
Don't make me cry, Joe. Come on.
Oh man, what a genius!
I worshipped the man
Me
up until his dying day.
I know. Yeah.
Still do.
He's a great guy. Well, he was a great man, you know. But yeah, it's crazy stuff. All right. It's
Well,
been
that
a
was
huge,
fun.
this is a fun everything show. A nice welcome back party with my friends. So, all right, guys, like me, dislike me, learn to love me, basically. And leave a comment below, and we are going to save the Real Hoovians cast 700 for tomorrow. So, sorry to disappoint, not tonight. You know, save the best for last tomorrow. All right.
No, thank you for having me on.
Yes, well, again, we may have other shows tonight, just not, we could have the Real Hoovians Cast Unlimited, or we could have other things.
Isabel on that one.
What?
Isabel will be gone. I'm leaving.
No, we could do different things. We could do different shows. We could do more everything shows, whatever. Horror cast, whatever. I just got to figure out what we're going to do. But, again, it's still 10/15, so it's still National Poetry Day, so maybe I'll do a cast on my books, which I really don't talk about.
Oh, okay. One question, guys. One question before I gotta go. What is the most scariest horror movie you have ever seen? Mine, when I was little, was the first Exorcist. It scared me. I'm still scared of that movie to this day. The first one.
Okay, this is okay. Who's gonna go? Danette?
I'm trying to remember the name of mine. I said it before on an episode. I watched it. I forgot the name.
The movie for me is Audrey Rose.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Didn't they make like 2 of those movies?
No, I don't know, but when that movie came on, I saw that way too young and scared the living and I'm gonna tell you something. I had the movie memorized in my head. If it came on the TV at any point in time, if we just changed the channel, I would know it's it from like rooms away, and I get a chill in my back. Petrified of that movie when I was a kid.
What was it?
Audrey Rose.
Audrey.
Because basically it interfered with my whole teachings of, you know, McCatholic and all that stuff, and they have that reincarnation stuff, and it freaked me totally screwed me up as a kid. So freaked out. So that scared the living crap out of me. I haven't seen that movie in I'm 41. God, over 30 years.
I'm going to say, for me, it's a toss-up between that movie. Remember the one where they made the people into beef jerky? The hotel something?
Oh, Motel Hell or something?
Yeah.
Or Hotel.
And
They cut the larynx out.
yeah, and Rosemary's Baby.
Oh, yeah.
That was scary too. Yeah.
Okay, here's a secret revealed from my past. Rosemary's Baby was me and Sharon's first movie when we were in high school.
Wow.
And like the first time we ever hung out at a friend's house when we were really young. Like we saw Rosemary's Baby, and then we saw Color Purple. It was the second time, but like that. Oh my God, what was I? 17, 18, 17.
Wow.
I think 17 or 18. Yeah.
And what about you, Larry?
You want a confession, honestly? There's no... I don't get scared from movies because I just love immersing myself in that atmosphere. But if I had to pick a movie that really left an impression on me, like really left a great impression on me, it would not only be it would be Rosemary's Baby, just because just the fact that, you know, people that normal could be that nuts, you know, like the Castavets, which I believe the woman won the Academy Award for.
Yeah.
Right.
That one, and another one much like it, The Omen.
Yeah.
Original
yeah.
Omen.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know,
Patrick Troughton was in.
normal people, but they're devil worshippers. Crazy.
Patrick Troughton was in one of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no movie has ever really left me like, scarred or anything like that. I'm just like that, I guess.
I mean, I was afraid too of The Exorcist when it was
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, but Exorcist, I definitely appreciated for what it was. Loved Exorcist.
What
Yeah,
was
the
the other
first one's
one?
good.
The other movie, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
The original. That
Yeah.
was freaky.
And The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Johnny. Here's
Mhm.
Johnny.
Just everything about that. Everything about
There
that
was
movie.
was it with Alice, Sweet Alice? That was another one.
Don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I can watch anything now. But back then, yeah.
Except for the one you said. You get a chill for that one?
Could I watch that now?
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't think so.
Is that scary for you?
I don't. You know what? I never really.
Tried again?
Oh, I don't know, man. I might get freaked out. I'm older now. What do I be scared about? Right?
Oh. What about you, Daniel?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on mute. Okay.
Daniel.
I think he's on mute.
Daniel-san! Daniel-san! Sand the floor! Paint the fence! No. No, I was watching that the other day. I was watching Karate Kid 2. It's so good.
Okay.
I love that stuff.
That's good.
Love that.
What about you, Danette?
Karate Kid 3 sucks, but...
I don't really watch a lot of horror movies.
I blame my sister for me. I didn't like them, but I watched them because my sister watched them.
Loria.
Well, but you do got iconic monsters from these horror movies. You got Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers.
That never scared me.
Pumpkinhead.
Oh, I'm forgetting the old
Leatherface.
black and white films like the original Dracula.
Oh, I love that. When I was a kid, let me tell you, that didn't scare me at all. I love that.
They're not scary.
I love
But
those.
in terms of liking
Lawrence Off. Lone Chaney.
Yeah.
I mean, they were good back in the day to the start adding Abbott and Costello. Then it just made them.
Oh, I love Abbott and Costello.
Right.
They did stuff too. Yeah. Abbott and Costello was awesome. I was just watching that the other day. Old Doc had sent me a clip of one of the skits with for them. It was really cool to see that after all these years. So, Loria is tired because there's no demons.
Shadow Hunter has got to go.
You're going to bed? What the hell happened to you, man, in a couple of days? You got used to going to sleep early?
Yeah.
But remember, Gloria, remember, we are Legion. We will get you one way or the other. Remember that.
Now, if I was 60 years old and you said that to me, I'd probably go in my diaper or something. Or 70 or something. Yeah. I got a tolerance for that. All right.
Because I got my soul sword, I will swallow your soul.
Look at your eyes like that, man. Holy
Swallow this.
Okay, am I gonna have to get my Sarah Blade?
I'll swallow your soul. Yeah. Can't wait for Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Oh,
That's
Ash
gonna
vs.
be
Evil Dead, yes.
phenomenal.
What, they're going to have like an hour premiere, then be like a 30-minute episode?
I have to just get Stars just for that. I don't even have. That's the one channel I don't have. Stars. I gotta order that now.
Oh, they got Black Sail on there and something else, I think.
I don't even watch anything on Stars.
Spartacus, Gods of the Arena, and all.
They don't have that anymore though. That finished, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just relieved I didn't have to do story duties. I was able to.
You got out of it?
Yeah, because of my mother.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Sin City 2 I watched the other day a little bit.
A Game to Die For.
I saw a little. I liked it. I gotta watch it, the whole thing.
Today I've been, getting the last little bit of stuff I needed for this cosplay, and then watching some movies, oldie movies, like An Affair to Remember. Have you guys ever watched that movie with Cary Grant?
Yeah, I've seen that back in the day.
Yeah. It makes me cry every single time. It's such a beautiful movie.
I love Steel Magnolias, man.
Oh,
it just does it for me when she dies.
It makes me cry.
Oh, I'm so upset. Julia Roberts.
Or
Oh,
Marlon
my
Me. Or Marlon Me.
Kill me, man. Still Magnolias. Kill me.
It is sad that movies 20 years ago are better than what we got out today. I mean, that's sad.
And Beaches too. No.
I don't know about all that.
I love Beaches, man.
Beaches makes me cry also. It's
Yeah,
like
man. Yeah.
so sad. Oh, Bridge to Terabithia.
Alien 3 made me cry like a baby because I'm like, it's so bad. It was so horrible that I just cried my eyes out. I go, I can't believe I spent money for this.
Stepmom, but Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon, and at the end, oh my goodness.
I was traumatized with Sigourney Weaver with a bald head. It just, oh my god. And Charles Dance was in it, which we love him now. But who the hell knew back then? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I remember he was in an Eddie Murphy movie back in the day, The Golden Child.
Yeah, women with bald head in movies didn't work, even in Star Trek. I'm like, oh, what is this? Because no women had a bald head back then.
No, not
So
really.
they had to be aliens to have a bald head. That was weird.
Yeah, they look like cancer patients, unfortunately.
Oh, speaking of that, please donate to Sharon's page, Making Strides for Breast Cancer. She's still collecting. She's called the Goldstein Gals, her and her mom. She's going to be doing the walk next Sunday. I already donated. I'm also collecting money from work and stuff and people there. So please, please, please donate to Making Strides for Breast Cancer. Try to donate to Sharon's page. I'm going to put the link. I'm actually going to put the link in this podcast below. So please do that. It would be greatly appreciated. It is a massive cause. I mean, we donate to ALS and we donate to autism awareness. We donate to a lot of different things, but the stuff that I donate the most to is, Making Strides for Breast Cancer and and the other cancer thing with the American Lung Association. So,
You know what, Joe?
please.
Give Sharon a hug for me. Because I am so thankful for her doing that. It's such a wonderful thing for her to do that and raise money.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a wedding on the 17th, then she's got the walk on the 18th, and then the 21st is our anniversary. Plus, it's also Back to the Future Day too. So,
Yeah.
if only I could propose with a DeLorean, it would be perfect. No. It would be nice to do that this year. It would be nice, but we'll see. There's always Lotto. We'll see what happens. Or maybe people could just buy my books, and then I can get an engagement ring. There you go, Doc. All right. So there you go. All right, guys. I hope you had fun with my return. I had a lot of fun tonight. I got to talk about everything that I love to talk about. Plus, I hardly talk about my book, so I got to do that. I was really happy. I'm sure we'll be back tonight with other podcasts. Feel free to make comments down below. Any suggestions, any questions, whatever. We'll be glad to read your stuff on the air too. So thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.